Welcome, my dear students of class 8A and 8B, to this class. Today, I am going to teach you a new lesson. The name of this lesson is Indian National Movement, but today I shall give you some ideas of this lesson. The ideas by which you will come to know about the role of Indian National Congress, the role of political leaders during the revolt of after the revolt of 1857, what happened to our country I discussed in my previous classes. Now I am going to discuss about the role of different political leaders and the role of Indian National Congress. And then I shall teach this lesson line after line from my next class onwards. Now, my first point is, look at it, my first point as mentioned there, introduction. Second, Congress, INC. Third, the policy maker and the people of India. Fourth, positive effect of INC, negative effect of INC. The first one, introduction. The British decided not to shift power for the Indians. Indian National Congress was established in order to draw the attention of the British towards the demands of the Indian people, towards the demands of the Congress leaders. But after the suppression of revolt of 1857, the British temporarily framed some good policies for the people and for the all-round development of this country. But later on they kept on doing the same thing. Means they started the same techniques, they adapted, they followed the same technique of method of oppression, humiliation. That's why there was no improvement in the country. But after a few years later, means by the end of this, 19th century, by the end of the 19th century or the early age of the 20th century, the early age of the 20th century was a period the British witnessed and the people of India witnessed remarkable changes throughout the country. By the end of 19th century and by the beginning of 20th century, there came a revolutionary ideas among the people of India. Because Indian National Congress, which was which already started working for the sake of country's freedom, country's liberty, the British did not want to accept some of their demands. And only for that reason, one of the greatest leaders of India, Mahatma Gandhi, played an important role. Mahatma Gandhi realized that it was the right time to teach the British a good lesson. That's why Mahatma Gandhi, during the last phase of his national movement, he gave a great call, do or die, and started the last movement, do or die, gave the great call, and it was the last movement, Quit India, under Mahatma Gandhi's leadership. It was the last agitation, last movement against the British under the leadership of Mahatma Gandhi, that was Quit India movement. This movement discouraged British government. The British government was discouraged because of the active participation of the people in that very movement and the bold leadership of Mahatma Gandhi. That's why the Britishers, and not only that, the international incident which took place in England, Germany, Italy, America, Russia, these international events also had become a great factor, because America, assured the assured all the dependent countries, assured the people of all dependent countries throughout the world that at the end of the Second World War, there would be no dependent countries in the world. All countries would become independent. And only for that reason, the British government decided to shift power to the Indians. And Mahatma Gandhi realized that the movement, the tendency of shifting power by the British was becoming very, detained. And this detention made Gandhiji starting another movement, and that movement was the last movement under his leadership, that was Quit India movement. In that very movement, people actively participated, people actively joined the Indian national movement, and Gandhiji's role in Quit India movement had become a great factor. The Britishers ultimately decided to shift power to the Indians as early as possible. And for that reason, Gandhiji gave a great call, do or die. And only for that reason, the national movement under Gandhiji's leadership had become a very, active movement throughout the country. And next point, the policymaker and the people of India. The policymaker and the people of India. Gandhiji, forced the British to adopt good policies until the process of shifting power for the Indians was being realized. Gandhiji made the British understand that the policy, whatever they would make, whatever they would frame, must be accepted to the Indians. They would have to keep it in their mind that the policy, whatever they would frame for the Indian people and for the all-round development of the country, must be appreciated by the people of India. That's why on the eve of shifting power for the Indians, the British decided to, make good policies for the people of India, because the British realized that within a few years later they would have to leave the country forever. And before leaving the country, the British decided to establish a good impression towards the people of India. And another point is that was, positive effect of the INC. What was the positive effect? Indian National Congress was established to fight for the cause of country's freedom. And for that reason, Indian National Congress from the very, very beginning started conducting a number of meetings, seminars, conferences, and after 1 year, the regular sessions of the Indian National Congress was held in different cities of India, one after one. Distinguished political leaders would become its president. But under their presidency, it was decided that the British would never provide any opportunity for the Indians. That's why the opportunity would have to be made. Otherwise, the British would not leave country. For that reason, a message was communicated to the people of India, and the leaders also played an important role on the eve of functioning the institution INC. INC from the very, very beginning was alert in shouldering responsibilities, but the negotiation with the British during the Second World War, that at the end of the Second World War they would realize the dream of the Indian people. India would become a free country. But the process was being delayed only because of the reason the Indian Congress leaders, they make a number of programs. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose left Congress party. He also set up his own political party, Forward Bloc, and later he left the country. for taking support from foreign countries against the British. And INA started fighting against the British soldiers, and they reached the interior part of Manipur, established their government there, raised Indian tricolor flag, but ultimately and unfortunately Japan surrendered, and as rain started. That's why the soldiers under INA, they failed to achieve success, and they were bound to surrender before the British. Although the people of India, although the soldiers under INC, soldiers of INA, Indian National Army under the leadership of under the leadership of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, played a vital role. Yet, the British were able to defeat the INA. Why? Because Japanese surrendered. Japan had to surrender before Japan had to surrender before the Allied powers, and then the Second World War came to an end. Second World War ended, and the process of shifting power to all the dependent countries of the world started. America, Russia, France, England, they all collectively started making the program, or making assurances for the dependent countries of the world that very soon they would be independent countries, and they would not have to depend on any country. They would become self-sufficient, and they would become independent countries. So these are the positive effects of the INC. The role of INC, and the national movement under Gandhiji and other political leaders, forced the British to shift power to the Indians as early as possible. And what was about the negative effect of the INC? The negative effect of the INC,